"What's your name?" I kissed along his strong jawline, loving the rough stubble abrading my lips. He pushed me away, breathless. "No, I told you, no names. We fucked each other's brains out all night long on 3 separate occasions. I'm assuming tonight will be no exception." I loosened the rubber band he used to keep his shoulder-length blonde hair pulled back, rubbing my hands through the silky locks. I massaged the back of his head. "I told you my name. What's the harm in telling me yours?" Knowing I wouldn't get an answer no matter how often I asked, I pulled him close for another kiss while coaxing his mouth open with my tongue. He melted into the kiss, allowing our tongues to mate in a sensual dance before he jerked away. "No, that was the deal. No names, no strings. I can't risk it." He ran a hand down his face, caught his breath. "Besides, there's no proof that the name you gave me is even your real name, Mike." The name I'd given him was close enough to the real thing that I didn't even bat an eye at his accusation. "What's the risk? Neither of us are from around here. We're both consenting adults, and we're not doing anything illegal." "Look, it's just the way it is. I mean, I'd like to continue this little hookup arrangement we've got going on for as long as it works out for us, but the name thing is a deal breaker. Take it or leave it." His chin jutted, and I recognized the challenge in his blue eyes. Not wanting to give up the best sex I'd ever had, I accepted his challenge by stepping closer and grabbing the waistband of his jeans. Fine, no names. I realized a split second too late that I'd walked right into his suspicion of me using a fake name. No more wasting time on small talk. Get naked. I watched as the guy, who had to be about the same age as my 30 years, began to strip. His shoes were kicked off first. Faded blue jeans that fit him like a damn glove slid over the greatest ass I'd ever seen. A casual black button-up shirt covered way too much of his body, and I bit my lip as he tortuously undid each individual button before sliding the shirt from his shoulders. As he towed off his socks and his eyes never left mine, I gritted my teeth in an attempt to tone down my desire as he palmed his cock through snug-fitting black boxer briefs. "I feel a little underdressed," nodding toward my jeans. He waited for me to strip. Every time we'd met up had been the same. Unexplainable connection, sexual tension that sizzled through the rented room, and a back-and-forth give-and-take teasing before we would fall into bed in a raging inferno of lust. He set my blood on fire. It had started as a random swipe right on the dating app, but after spending a few nights with him, I wanted more. I lived a good hour away from the hotel we used for our meetups. He'd said he didn't live nearby, but could we ever make a go of whatever I felt between us each time we were together? Based on the way the guy freaked out about names, I had to assume he was a major closet case. As much as I wanted to be in a solid, loving relationship, I wouldn't go back in the closet for a guy I barely knew. I came out a long time ago, and I was too stubborn and proud to hide my sexuality. Shaking off the intrusive thoughts, I stepped forward, backing him up until his knees hit the mattress. With a quick yank on my shirt, I ripped it over my head and smiled at the fire I saw in his eyes when he took in my chest. Shoes, socks, and pants were next, and then we were both in just our underwear with rock-hard cocks, weeping and straining to be freed. But who would bend first?